Get ready because the action is heating up. We start with the UFC 328 commentary team reveal, where Joe Rogan is on call for the massive showdown between Chimeev and Strickland. We have the details on who is guiding the conversation, and what incredible analysis is coming for this massive event happening this Saturday in Newark, New Jersey. You won't want to miss this breakdown of the talent lined up to cover the fight card.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we dive into the intense concerns surrounding the upcoming UFC White House card. Dana White is seriously worried about lightning disrupting the outdoor event, and he is working closely with the military to get precise weather forecasts. We break down exactly how White and his team are planning to adjust the schedule, potentially moving the fight card hours earlier or later to avoid the worst of the weather. Now for the stakes in the cage. We look at the matchup between Joaquin Buckley and Sean Brady for UFC 328. Lead play-by-play voice Jon Anik suggests that the outcome of this welterweight clash could set the title picture back by 2 years. Buckley lays out his mentality, emphasizing that his performance is what matters most and what he needs to do to keep his spot on the roster. And finally, the big news on the return of a legend. Channel Youtubeweight champion Tom Aspinall has provided a major update on his comeback journey after suffering an eye injury. We get the inside scoop on his recovery progress and exactly what the UFC has told him about his return fight against the winner of the Gain versus Pereira bout. Stay locked in because we have all the details you need. The highly anticipated UFC 328 event is fast approaching, marking the 5th numbered event of 2026 and part of the Paramount Plus era. The main card is scheduled for Saturday at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, with the event streaming on Paramount Plus for U.S. residents and airing on pay-per-view internationally starting at 9 p.m. ET. The preliminary card kicks off at 5 p.m. ET and will also be available on Paramount Plus. Commentary and analysis for the broadcast team have been confirmed, featuring several marquee names. UFC correspondent Megan Olive will be on hand to conduct pre- and post-fight interviews backstage and provide real-time updates. The official weigh-in show on Friday at 8:50 a.m. at /5:50 a.m. PT will be hosted by Dan Hellie, joined by former two-division champion Daniel Cormier, former middleweight champion Chris Weidman, and Laura Sanko. The legendary Bruce Buffer is set to handle the fighter introductions in the Octagon. The broadcast and post-fight show will be hosted by Kate Scott, joined at the desk by Chris Weidman and former interim lightweight champion Dustin Poirier. Daniel Cormier will provide desk coverage on Friday, while coach Din Thomas will join Scott, Weidman, and Poirier for Saturday's coverage. For the main event commentary, Jon Anik will serve as the leading man from the cage side, commanding play-by-play alongside color commentators and UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan, who will be on call for the Chimeev versus Strickland bout. Coach Din Thomas will also serve as a co-channelist throughout the broadcast. The impending UFC White House card is facing a significant weather threat, with UFC President Dana White expressing serious concerns over lightning. The event is scheduled to take place outdoors on the lawn of the White House on June 14th, and White and his team are prioritizing weather forecasting to mitigate potential disruptions. Speaking on Fox News' My View with Lara Trump, White emphasized his aversion to outdoor events due to their unpredictability. He stated unequivocally, "I hate outdoors. Outdoors is just way too unpredictable. And we've gone over this, you know. If it rains, we're going. If it snows, we're going. The only thing that will stop us is lightning." To manage this risk, White confirmed that the team is collaborating with the military to secure detailed weather forecasts. He detailed the level of notification they are receiving, explaining, "The military knows the weather 10 days out, and they'll notify us every 2 hours, 10 days out. 7 days out, they'll notify us every hour." White noted that other specialized weather services used for concerts are also being utilized. The primary concern remains lightning, which he identified as the sole potential event capable of halting the card. The forecasts will be crucial in making operational decisions, potentially allowing the team to adjust the schedule. White suggested that if necessary, they could move the event by 2 hours earlier or later, coordinating these adjustments with other scheduled activities leading up to the event. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Joaquin Buckley is intensifying his focus ahead of his welterweight clash against Sean Brady at UFC 328 on Saturday at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The upcoming bout features two fighters with notable records. Buckley, who holds a 22-7 MMA and 11-5 UFC record, and Brady, with an 18-2 MMA and 8-2 UFC record. /N/lead UFC play-by-play voice John Anik recently expressed his view on the matchup, suggesting that the outcome could significantly impact the title picture, potentially setting the loser back 2 years in contention as the landscape becomes increasingly competitive. /N/ however. Buckley has stated that world titles are not his immediate focus. Following recent setbacks, including the end of his 7-fight winning streak against Kamaru Usman in June, and Brady's title run being halted by Michael Morales in November, Buckley is primarily concerned with maintaining his position on the roster. /N/ Buckley emphasized a performance-driven mentality, stating, "My thing is just go out there and perform. That's my thing. I don't think about 2 years being set back. Anybody that loses this fight is getting cut. That's how I look at it. My job is on the line. That's how I see it. That's different. That's my mentality. People like to make the most out of all this stuff because at the end of the day, your performance speaks for itself. As long as you're performing, you're good. You're going to be straight." /N/ acknowledging that Brady is expected to target the grappling aspect, Buckley noted his preparation. He stated that he is confident he will have the necessary responses against Brady and sees a victory as a potential stepping stone toward a major opportunity in 2026. /N/. I'm very excited and up for the challenge and up for the test and break that puzzle, Buckley commented. He concluded by expressing a singular goal. My biggest goal is just to keep fighting. Once I get done with Sean Brady, I want another one. I'm going to have that name ready for everybody once I need to do what I need to go against Sean Brady. /. Weight champion Tom Aspinall has provided a significant update on his return to the Octagon following an eye injury sustained last October. Aspinall has been sidelined since UFC 321 on October 25, 2025, when he suffered an eye injury during his first official Channel Youtubeweight title defense against Cyril Gane, which was ruled a no contest and required eye surgery. While the UFC has scheduled an interim Channel Youtubeweight title bout between Gane and Alex Pereira as the co-main event of UFC Freedom 250 in June, Aspinall indicated he is on the mend and expects to return soon. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Aspinall confirmed he is currently at the eye hospital undergoing scans, with progress reportedly moving in a positive direction. He stated, "They're saying pretty soon, if things keep moving in the right direction, I will be cleared for contact. I am back in the gym, I am back training. No sparring just yet, but if things keep on going the way they're going, we are back." Regarding his timeline, Aspinall clarified that he will fight the winner of the Gane versus Pereira bout, as per UFC direction. He stressed that his immediate focus is on full recovery. "No specific month for returning. I'm waiting to get clearance, which is going to be coming soon, they just told me. Any specific month depends on the UFC. Those other two are going to fight each other. Let them do their thing first, recover from that, and then when everybody's ready, we're going to do it." During his absence, the Channel Youtubeweight division has seen several new contenders emerge. Josh Hockett has climbed into the top 5 after defeating Curtis Blades, and he is slated to fight Derek Lewis at UFC Freedom 250, positioning him for a title shot. Waldo Cortsacosta has also made an impact, securing 3 consecutive knockouts and facing Alexander Volkov at UFC 328. While Aspinall remains the division's premier fighter, the emergence of these new talents signals that the competitive landscape in the Channel Youtubeweight division is intensifying, narrowing the gap in the division's elite.